Welcome to Father Time by the Fire and Merry Christmas. We're excited for Christmas and the new year that's coming and everything that we have planned ahead. We're going to be talking about some of that today, and just tune in for what's coming up ahead. Watch us every Thursday at 8. Share with your friends and your family. Be sure to do that. Don't forget, no excuses. Make sure you do it. And just enjoy our little talk.
What was always your favorite part during Christmas? Like on the Christmas day. What was your favorite part on Christmas?
Yeah, Dog Daddy sitting right here. Big dog with a big cup. So Christmas was always like one of those best moments of time when we were young. But you want to hear about my funny Christmas story?
Perfectly.
Yeah, life is really sweet. So, like for us growing up, things which are not a big deal to you guys, they are always like big, huge, big deal. Like sodas during Christmas, rice, food,
That's a surprise.
chicken. Chicken wasn't even talked about.
Were hens rare during those days?
Rare and expensive too.
What?
And at that time we didn't have these chickens which grew up in a week, like weeks
In 3 days.
3 days. So we had to stand those original chickens at time.
That will take some time to grow.
But this one Christmas, my mom bought us the bread. We didn't have that, like we were like in a single room, so we didn't have that bigger space to keep stuff really good. So we had this big drum where we kept the water, but it was inside the house. So they went and put the bread and other stuff near that big drum. Then it happened that the bread fell in the water, but we didn't know. So we woke up. Still remember that like yesterday. We woke up. The bread was soaked and wet, like soaked in water and stuff. You know what we did? We put it in the sun to dry. Legendary stuff. Legendary stuff.
And you had to watch over.
Oh man.
But it didn't have the same taste like
What?
the
Yeah, and we had this bread that it was a big name bread that the brand was called Tip Top.
Tip top, yeah.
Tip Top.
I know tip.
Forget about the Tip Top, fake Tip Top today. Talk about the
You had the original
Tip Top.
tip top
Just
bread.
the smell of that bread. Oh, it was so
Would attract
sweet. Like when you are young, you get excited about like what you're gonna be eating tomorrow. Food as you are, sleeping, you think about that bread. That was like delicacy and stuff. Something you don't get every day. So you wake up, it's in the water, and then dry it. So you end up eating the bread anyway.
Wow,
So it didn't dry all the way through, but
at least
You
you
at
had
least
to
got
dry a little bit.
So you could be already longing for what you're going to eat 4 months ahead of you waiting for Christmas.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite Christmas stories. I will never forget that.
Then,
Yeah. So could you have
And
outings?
also, my first pair of shoes came on Christmas.
wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
At what age?
I was around 11.
God.
First,
And you had it on
and then it
Christmas.
rained that day. The
And
day of the Christmas day it rained when we were going in the service. So then I took off my shoes. instead of having my shoes on to protect me from the dirt, I
you
took
had
them
to
off.
protect your shoes from the dust.
Yeah,
Not to spoil them.
not to spoil them. Having those shoes was really was very exciting. Like I said, it was my first pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But I still remember even the colors and
Wow.
those malach, they call them malach shoes. Kind of like it was going up to boats and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. Hey, Dio.
So you still remember? You told us that you remember the color. What was the color?
The color was kind of like the same like this shoes I have on.
Like a brown.
Like brown, not brown. I would say cream like brown kind of, not like brown all the way through. But it was amazing.
Then how about like having soda for Christmas?
Soda, like don't think of like having a soda by yourself. Talking about one
Sharing
bottle
it.
being shared by 15 other kids. Tons.
One
Take
sip each.
tons.
I thought
So-
you were going to say like you take 5 bottles of soda.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, and for some reason the way it was with the sodas at that time, you drink kind of like because of the gas was like too much, and then it would like kind of go in your nose.
So were there any like
so like
Christmas arguments over who should
Oh yeah,
like if someone took too much or something, would you guys ever like start arguing?
yeah, like pretend like you are drinking, Somebody will be here, like
ready to grab.
You're taking
that's a
much.
sin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like like somebody's like trying to grab it from you,
Yeah.
and someone. But imagine like like kids, like over 10 kids are looking at one bottle.
Only one bottle.
Yeah. So you go to take. There's other like 5 hands on the bottle, like helping you to take some.
You just sip it and
Yeah.
How
us-
much was a bottle?
I don't really remember, but what I know, it was rare. The soda. Hey, true story, Azaria. This is the true story about just going back 40 years ago. Just like let's say like you're going to get married, and you want sodas or beers in that case for the wedding reception. You had to order like in 4 months ahead of
Really?
time.
even when you want just one crate.
Yeah, you have to order. You have to put in your order and stuff, and then you have to wait for that time. And let's say you ordered 20 crates and stuff, then they can decide to give you 5 or 10. Yeah,
Even when you have that money, like
yeah,
all amount of
yeah.
money.
Because like all the sodas were coming from Kenya and stuff, so we are not like
Wow.
making anything. Most of the stuff, like household stuff, like soap, stuff like that, was all coming from
From Kenya.
Kenya.
So meaning
Uganda.
that if you wanted 5 crates, you had to order for something like 15. So
Yeah.
as to get
Yeah.
the 5 you want.
You guys wanna hear another funny story?
A lot of funny story.
When this administration, this government first came in power, before in '86,
Yeah.
this like now this is sugar and stuff. Hey, you better go to your house. So for a family to get some sugar, all like homes in the area would register with the AOC chairman.
What?
Yeah. So the sugar would come through the AOC committees, and then they would know this is like, let's say like this is share the love. They have like this many kids, so you are all registered. So you are given
Sugar according to the amount of
number of the
the
house.
What?
So
When
so
you
so
go
other
to-
people would like bribe like the LC and increase the number so they can get more like kilos of sugar and stuff. So imagine, like, can you imagine that?
type of
sometimes-
life.
The else would be knowing how many people stay in the house.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
They register them,
So
and then they say like, let's say, coming like next week Tuesday, the sugar will be coming. Then the whole village go to the LC and line up.
And you make a
They
line.
call out, Frank, swipe and all show up and stuff.
Just to collect sugar.
And you come proudly to pick.
Yeah.
So,
So-
was it free
Probably
sugar
ready,
or sugar that you bought by your own money?
The sugar.
Yeah, was it free or you had to buy it?
Oh, you know what? I don't remember that if it was free or you had to buy. But what I know for sure that it went through the AOC committee and stuff. But I think you have to pay. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember exactly how it was.
So if you misbehave in the community,
Yeah.
you miss out the sugar
Yeah.
because of
If you have
misbehaving.
beef with the LC, of course, they'll
So
make
you had to
miss
make
out.
sure that you and the LC are great friends. Wow, that was amazing.
So the Uganda in your days had a lot of stories.
Then, like after Christmas, you know the thing of after having lunch, Christmas, you've eaten and you're full. You go like you go and move out like with your friends or
Would you
go
have outings,
swim,
stuff like
stuff
Oh,
of
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
kind.
Of course.
You guys
If
used
you don't have like that far to go, move around the village and stuff. But for sure, everybody will be having on something new at least.
Yeah.
oh,
Buy a dress, the shows, something, yeah.
new hair.
New hair, that was for Christmas. Hey, talking about hair and stuff, you know how we used to get our hair cuts? A lot of funny stories. You know, like those barber shops, they just came.
Yeah.
Started coming out like late 90s.
Wow.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Like to have like barber shops like everywhere. No, it wasn't like that.
So what was it like?
So how was hair made like on Christmas?
Hey, at that time growing up, you know, like guys like barbers, they used to sit under the trees. like that place at ShopRite in town. When you're getting right in town,
Yes.
they used to there was big, huge trees around that area. So the barbers used to be around there under the trees, all that area and stuff.
So you had to just go there and get your hair done.
If you cut your hair at home, you know, they take like that,
Then-
the comb and they put.
Fixed razor
Oh,
in
yeah,
between.
razor.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
When we were still young, our mamas ever used it on us.
Oh, you stayed in the old age for like old stone age for a long time.
Even
didn't
like,
stay
in-
I've seen that done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Into
with,
that.
yeah.
Actually. But it was something that was painful because
And another
it
thing we used to
required-
have a lot, I don't know why, was the lice in the hair. The hair. Wow. Yeah. You'd comb, and then the all lice would form something. You put something white down, and you comb and throw, and then you go and kill them like that. You know.
So during this time, you were somehow able to get a visa and,
Yeah.
and make it.
So Christmas is when you iron,
When you iron,
put on the new clothes,
it was really exciting time.
go for
Christmas.
service.
So,
Then
How-
how about
how
Boxing
is-
Day?
The same, still celebrating and stuff.
would you also still celebrate it in your days? Did you know that it is a Boxing Day?
Yeah. Christmas has always been a big deal.
I mean Boxing Day.
Yeah. The day after Christmas.
Yeah.
You know it's known as Boxing Day. Why? I don't know why they even call it Boxing Day.
Like you have to unbox. You get gifts on Christmas.
Unwrapping gifts.
You get gifts on Christmas, then you unwrap them on Boxing Day.
But I've only seen that celebrated here. I've only seen that celebrated here. I've never seen that celebrated in the States.
Yeah. They said they don't pay attention to
Yeah.
it.
It's just a normal day.
Yeah. It's regular day.
Yeah. So, how about Christmas in America? How is it more exciting than here in Uganda? Because I see it finds you in snow time.
I find Christmas here more exciting because it's like more special or something. Because
But for me, I think that the Christmas feel, like in winter places, is more better than like places like where there's no snow.
well, like with the snow and stuff, it makes it feel like Christmas season and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like being around. I like the people, like being around the people here more during Christmas because it's
Yeah.
like there's more excitement about it. Like, you know, when people gather together all to eat and stuff.
Though this time around, it's not like there's not that much
Because of
excitement.
our
Yeah,
COVID
like the
and
way it
stuff.
has always been.
Yeah, like because of like all the stuff happening.
Curfew and stuff.
Actually, for us when we were still young, you could have something like 5 homes in your program for Christmas. knowing that I'm visiting my own home first. After I'm going to Azaria's home. to Trevor's home, to Sophie's home.
You have a list of the foods where,
Yeah,
like,
and you
I'm going to eat this food here, this type of food in this home, like,
And
you know
that-
what you're going to eat in
Yeah, and
specific
after you'll
home.
have to compare them and you'll be like, Trevor's home was the best today.
Yeah, but when you look at it, and you know, you can find out like all the food they cook is the same. There'll be rice, you know,
Matoke.
there'll be matoke, chicken, you know, beef, and that's what you're gonna be having at your place also. So what made it more fun for us that you go to those places where you won't be getting like what they have at home and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
But also sometimes they could differ in taste.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll be like, yes, we are all going to eat beef, but never know their beef may be sweeter than ours. So let me go have a taste of it.
I love
So it was always
I love the
fun.
Christmas. The only part I hate on Christmas is when Christmas is done and everyone goes back to their places. And you, the home kids, like the house kids, are the ones to do the dishes. And we have like 1,000 plates to wash. All the saucepans are out. I love the food and everything, but I hate the end bit of when it's you to do the clean up and everything. Did you used to have like movies in the cinema like on Christmas?
Yeah, we had more. We had better cinemas than what you guys have today. That's for sure.
They were better.
Way better.
Really?
Yeah.
So
You know.
How
You know,
Well-
Kampala, like of the old times, like before the 80s and stuff, was more like what you see in the West, like anyway, how organized it was, the transportation system, everything, the roads and stuff. So it's more chaotic right now than it was. Yeah, the city was way better organized. Even if you see the pictures in the 60s and 70s. Yeah. So, like, the cinema halls and stuff were really beautiful. Like where they have that Watoto Church in town, that was a cinema.
wow,
Oh, that was called Norman Godino. And what
Norman Godin.
what they call Fidodido, that was called Odeon Cinema.
Oh,
That was a movie theater. And where they have that Ebony's Bazanya right now,
Theater
but
Labonita.
La Bonita, that was called Nita Cinema. That was a movie theater. And down at the railway station, near the railway station, there's another building there. I think they have church meeting and stuff. That was called Delight Cinema. That was a name.
which was your favorite?
My favorite was that Odeon Cinema and Nita Cinema.
They would show
So you loved the current Fidodido and the current Theater Labonita cinemas back in days.
Yeah. Those, and they used to have like Chinese movies, Kung Fu, were those famous movies, cowboy movies, and Indian
wow.
movies.
So couldn't you love putting into practice what you've seen in movies?
Yeah, that's the
You
thing.
go out after watching
That's
some
why-
of those Chinese movies.
Yeah, I was so when you see the movie, you know, come out of the theater and you think you are Bruce Lee. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to school and you think you're that.
But then when I first traveled, I was in Canada, I was in Toronto then. We were recording a movie in Toronto, downtown, the city. So I spent some hours watching what they are doing. I was really disappointed. Since that time, I lost kind of like,
Yeah.
interest in the movies. Because before I would think that those people are doing those things for real.
Really.
So when I found out that some of like the actors, they don't even do some of the things other people do for them. And I was like,
I love movies. I don't watch
So
the
which
behind
movie
the
was
scene.
that you watched in the making?
I didn't get to know what which
But they
was
just
it.
ruined it.
But they were, recording.
But in the States, have you gotten time to watch some of these guys or meet them face to face, like those famous movie stars, if I may talk of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan?
That depends on where you are, and where they happen to be and stuff. But
But have you ever met any?
Yeah.
Have you ever met any?
Yeah.
Yeah, any of them?
Not movies. I've seen to places where they are, and it's like, oh, like that's funk and stuff. But like not meeting somebody like you.
Yeah.
You know them and stuff. Yeah.
How was the night before New Year's growing up? Like the New Year's Eve.
You know, that's one thing I don't remember. Like if there was like always excitement about the New Year, I don't remember that.
Growing up, I don't sleep when it is like 31st. Even when I have sleep, I'll fight it. If it means running, doing what, I'll fight. Like, I don't want the New Year's to find me in bed. At least if it clocks midnight like this, and I go to bed. But when we were kids, I think we were around 7 and 8. 7, 8, this is what we used to do. We don't shower the whole day, like the whole of the 31st. So when it gets like 11:20, 11:30 there, when it's coming to the New Year's, we get like 10 jerrycans and we put them in a line. So you shower, as you mentioned, what you're showering off yourself before you enter the New Year's. Like, you know, all the weird things you've been doing. Like, that's when I was 7 and 8. You're like, this year I've been fighting so much, I don't want to fight next year. So you shower the fighting off yourself. That jerrycan is gone. This year,
How many jerrycans would you share?
like around 6, 7, but it was fun because we
Those
did
are
at
7
night.
Like your New Year's baptism.
Yes, like it was, yeah, like the New Year's baptism. So by the time it gets to midnight, you're clean and you've showered. Like, you don't shower like the day before.
For
And
us, before we knew fireworks, we could, like, deep in the villages, we could gather big tires of car tires and we burn them and we could have fun, play around it. And actually for us, we couldn't tell that it is this time. We could even start at around 9 and end like at around 3 in the night. Yeah.
but New Year's was always my favorite. Then, so
But this last one, we have been so disappointed. We didn't have fireworks, so it didn't seem like we are going into a new year.
You're disappointed because you didn't have fireworks.
Yeah, we didn't have fireworks and we didn't get a chance to like move around town because of curfew to explore it and explore all of them.
And the Ugandan fireworks, you know, they are like given like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And that 5 minutes, they run. Pa! Pa, pa, pa. Take a break
Like
for
a-
like 30 seconds. Pa, 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 pa.
Like 4th of July in the States. The fireworks
Oh,
are
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
There's fireworks everywhere. Like it's like you'll like look out here and you'll see like on this hill there's
My
just fireworks going off, and here
My
fireworks.
first fireworks, that was in Canada. Oh, at that time, I had friends who were living like near the border of New York State and Canada, Ontario, where they border. They're separated by Niagara River, Niagara and stuff. So they have what they call Canada, USA Friendship Day. They celebrate that day, they call it Friendship Day between the two countries. So, you know, so then we are told, you know, we are going for the fireworks. You know, that was amazing. I was blown away. You know, just like the fireworks were done right on the bridge, on the top of the bridge, between the canways.
that took that was so
I've never
pretty.
seen like this, like fireworks like I saw that day. Even for like 4th of July, I haven't seen nothing as much
In which
what
year
I
was
saw.
that?
That must have been like 92.
But for me, my first time to see fireworks was in 2006 here in UG.
I think my first was like the one that I think 2008, 9, and like in Uganda, you even know the specific people and the specific places where
Actually-
fireworks is going to
Actually,
be.
here you must get permission to do it.
You even have to look for a spot where you're going to watch it from, because if you're everywhere, you're not going to
Even
see
in the
it.
States, you have to be permitted to do them, but
Yeah.
but you
Like-
can even buy some to do at home in the neighborhood.
But you can't do the big ones.
But you can't do the big
Yeah.
one.
But you can do that small
The
one.
big ones, you need like a permit and stuff.
But
But Papa made me to. You told Azaria. You know the type of fireworks they do here?
wow.
I've seen them here. I've seen them here. But like you know how like 4th of July and stuff. Then they'll have like they'll like go off and stuff, and then they have like the finishing thing.
Yeah.
And it's like machine guns, like like it's like fills up the whole
Yeah.
sky,
That's
Like
really fun.
they go for like 10 minutes.
like 30.
Even more
It's
than
like
that.
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah,
30 minutes just
Wow.
watching them.
yeah.
I love watching
I must
fireworks.
go to the States for that specific.
For fireworks. I love watching fireworks. Then